Journalists from the city of Chennai have gathered in front of the DGP office in Chennai, actually over here, to address a very important issue. The special investigation team that is investigating the Anna University sexual abuse case had issued summons to 14 journalists, of which 7 have been inquired. The problem is not with the special investigation conducting an inquiry, but with the special investigation team's methods, as the Chennai Press Club's recent statement claims that the summons were produced WhatsApp and not directly, and the people the journalists who accepted their responsibility and went there to appear for the inquiry, their phones were taken away from them, seized without providing adequate documents, and they claim that they were also given a kind of a questionnaire where the questions seem to be, the word they use is extremely absurd.
It's because the SIT that is investigating in the Anna University sexual assault case has been summoning journalists left, right and center. There is no method in which they are issuing summons. They have issued summons for people who have seen the FIR, who have, the FIR was in public domain. It was available, it was made available by police officers on CCTNS website. And the journalists, rightfully, they have given their numbers and they've got an OTP and they have accessed the FIR. And none of the journalists have, revealed the identity of the victim or the survivor. So nothing has happened. But in this case, people who have accessed that FIR that was available on a government website, now that act has been criminalized. Mobile phones are being seized. The people who are there appearing for the summons, they are not being informed that their mobile phones are seized. There is no acknowledgement that is given. So we do not know what exactly is happening in this case. So it's clear that the SIT is on a roving inquiry, a kind of roving inquiry. And the manner in which SIT is conducting these investigations, asking crime reporters to come and they want to access every bit of their mobile phone, is a bad precedent. And this cannot be allowed. The Madras High Court was very clear. The Madras High Court said that you need to go after authorities who are responsible for leaking the FIR or making the FIR available online. But that has not happened. Not even a constable has been suspended. But now a host of journalists, at least 14 people have been summoned so far. And now there will be many more summons that will be issued to other journalists, is what the SIT says. So this is clearly a bad precedent because they are asking, they want to confiscate the phones of journalists, they want to ask personal questions, they want to know personal details of journalists. These are all not things that that is required in this inquiry.
Journalists are keep getting a summon from SIT. The summon is not being issued according to law. Summon is being sent through the WhatsApp. So according the recent judgment from Honorable Supreme Court, it clearly says that summons and other legal documents should not be sent through the digital medium. That has to be given directly to the person, or that has to be given to the person which is already laid down by the law. That should be followed. So the first thing the SIT has done is that is completely against the law. The second thing is they have been invited through the summon just to depose before the SIT. They have not been given enough time. So they are giving summon today. They are asking the journalists to appear before SIT the next day itself. So as journalists presented before the SIT, they have been asked irrelevant questions which is not related to, such as how many wives you have. So what is the worth of your property? So how much of gold that you are possessing at your house? These kind of questions are being asked. Some SI, who is part of the SIT, he has raised some objectionable question. That is the that is the information we got from one of the journalists who appeared before the SIT. These kind of questions are being asked. So, and apart from that, they have just confiscated the mobile of a journalist without informing them, without giving any acknowledgement to the journalist. This is purely about the FIR leak case in Anna University sexual harassment case. So, as we all know, in Anna University's sexual harassment case, FIR have been leaked in some way. So that the police has to investigate. And
police who are claiming that the journalists are responsible for this?
No, what is happening is we are thinking that the police is turning the thing against journalists when it comes to this particular case.
They met with the DGP and they said that these are absurd questions that has nothing to do with the inquiry, or how is it related to the inquiry? The DGP said that whatever legally possible, they will look into it. Journalists also stated that the journalists who have gone for the inquiry, they were also being treated not in a decent manner, and they have requested that even before the inquiry starts, it is actually basic decency, treat someone decently. So all these were put forward, and here the journalists have gathered. What's supposed to be investigated is that how did the FIR leak? Very well, the FIR was published in the forum, something called as NIC, and that was downloaded, and that's how the FIR came to the public forum. However, that FIR also had the name of survivor, so the name has to be retracted. The question put forward by the journalists is that if the inquiry has to begin, it has to begin with the officials. Why journalists are being reported, and the journalists also feel that this is a kind of repercussion for reporting using that FIR on Anna University case, and that's the reason journalists have gathered over here and they have met with the DGP as well. Divyan, Pramod Madhav, for India Today.